Hi, I'm Reed Erickson from North Star Ag. I will be going over the spreader app for an Amazone ZGTS spreader today. We'll set up an easy mix. We will run a procedure, and then once we use those settings, we will use the easy check mats in the app to verify that the spreader is spreading correctly. We will start by just opening up the My Spreader app. The My Spreader app is provided to you by Amazone, where you can get it on your Play Store or the App Store and the iOS. We see our unit on top. We have the fertilizer, spreading procedures, and optimizations. So once we set up our fertilizer spreader, the big thing that we worry about is our spreading procedures. So when we do our spreading procedure there, we can select that. We can go in and see any of my preset ones that I have done for other setups, or we can come down to the bottom and look at a new procedure. Once we do a new procedure, we can either come in and pick our favorite fertilizers. We can search new fertilizers, or we can do an easy mix. Most times here in North America, we're doing some sort of blend, so we do an easy mix. So for this purposes, we will do this 2025 fertilizer mix. And we see how we have 50% potash, 50% 1152, and we're gonna say, oh shoot, let's add something else. So we can go into it. There's the edit button. We can add a fertilizer. We can go and add a dry urea. And this is going to be similar to your product. We select it, add it to our easy mix. And then we're going to say this is going to be, we're just going to make all of these 33% to make it work for this purpose. This one's going to be 34%. We hit done, we hit save, and now we're ready to use it. So we had 33% across the board. So we'll select the easy mix again. We'll add this to the spreading procedure. Then all we have to tell it is how many pounds we want to put out there. So we're gonna use a flat rate to 250. What type of fins do we have on our machine? All of our ZGTS that we're trying to spread wide are gonna be TS3s. We're gonna say how wide we want to spread. We want to go 120. And then we're gonna hit continue. So right here is where we select our different settings. You can see that we got two products that line up really, really well, and then our urea is gonna stand out, be a little outlier. A lot of times that happens due to the fact that these other two are very consistent in weight. The urea is a lot lighter. So this here is gonna tell us we're kind of right on the edge of being perfect, but we'll still spread really well as long as we're in the green to yellow. So you hit okay, and now we have settings. As you scroll down, that we're going to tell you your calibration factor, your drop delivery system, which is what I call the drop point, your spreading speed, your border spreading, boundary spreading, all of that stuff is for your edges. So you add that in, you go through your screen in your tractor, and you just scroll down here and you copy and paste is what we do. So by the time you get to the end of the fourth page on the tractor screen, you're going to be finishing out your switch on points, your throw distance, everything like that. You get to the end, you hit close. It says, is this configured the same on your tractor as it is here? And then you say yes, and we're good to go. You hit yes, now you're spreading accurately. And now we go back to our main page. Your tractor is ready to rock, and you go out, and first thing we should probably do is do an optimization. Doing an easy check, make sure our procedure is correct. We have old procedures, and now we have a new one with the updated product. Hit easy check, make sure all these settings are correct as we talked about before. Hit continue from there, make sure everything's turned on. And then now we have 16 mats that we need to lay out, and this will tell us exactly where to lay them out. You drive your tractor in a straight line. A lot of times I tell people to pick like a 0 or a 90, something like that. Strike that line, put these mats down in between. Each column will be about 20 feet apart according to this app. And each row, I would say, let's make about 1 foot to 2 feet apart. So once you do that, we're gonna focus in on the mats and take some pictures. We're gonna say here on the floor, this is where the tractor drove. So now all I come in and do, I just touch this purple button right there. That's gonna be the first mat that I take a picture of. Now we move to the next one. And we'll do the same thing across all 16 mats. Now we can see on the app how level all that is. It's gonna average them out level it off, and it's gonna say your settings are good. Boom, we are good to go. That is the end of the easy check. If you have any questions, please reach out to Reed Erickson at North Star Ag, 701-361-4790.